At first glance, Fire Force looks like a standard magic system. People shoot fire, things explode, bad guys burn. Pretty simple, right? Wrong. Fire Force doesn't just run on magic, it runs on thermodynamics. Atsushi Akabo designed a power system based on manipulation of oxygen, kinetic energy, and temperature. But he didn't stop there. He tiered the system into generations, marking the evolution of humanity as it adapts to a burning world. Today we are breaking down the evolutionary tree of soul, from the tragic victims of the first generation to the physics-breaking gods of the fourth. And to help us understand it, we're going to need a little help from Marvel Comics. We start with Generation 1. These are not soldiers, they're victims. This is the phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion. In scientific terms, a first gen is a human body that has completely lost control of its internal thermal regulation. They don't manipulate fire, they become fire. They are living carbon fuel. They have no consciousness, only pain, and an instinct to burn. They represent the chaos of nature, energy without direction. And now evolution kicks in. Generation 2. These are the manipulators. Think of the X-Men villain Pyro. Like Pyro, second gens cannot create fire. If you put them in a cold, dark room, they're powerless. They need a spark. They need a match. But once that flame exists, they own it. Second gens rely on fluid dynamics and chemistry. Maki Oze doesn't just push fire. She controls the shape and the density of the flame, turning a chaotic explosion into a localized comet. Takehisa Hinawa controls the velocity of gunpowder ignition. By manipulating the heat expansion behind the bullet, he controls the speed and ricochet of a projectile. They are the scientists of the battlefield. They take raw energy and apply control. Then comes Generation 3. These are the Ignitors. If Gen 2 is Pyro, then Gen 3 is Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Third gens utilize internal combustion. They've evolved bodily organs that generate oxygen and heat, allowing them to spark their own flames from their hands, feet, or weapons. This allows for propulsion. Shinra Kusakabe is essentially a human rocket. He compresses fire through his feet to generate thrust. Arthur Boyle heats the air around a hilt to create superheated plasma, a lightsaber made of ionized gas. While Gen 2 controls the field, Gen 3 controls themselves. They are the engines of the Fire Force. Now, before we break the universe, we have to mention the peak of human possibility, the hybrid Benimaru Shinmon. He is a biological anomaly, both the second and third generation. He creates his own raw power and then manipulates the shape and density of that power with perfect precision. He represents the absolute limit of what is possible within the laws of physics. But then, physics breaks. Enter Generation 4. Fourth gens, or pillars, are not just stronger mages. They are connected to a higher dimension, Adolla. This connection allows them to bypass the laws of thermodynamics entirely. Look at Sho Kusakabe. His ability, Severed Universe, looks like super speed, but it isn't. It's thermal relativity. In physics, the expansion of the universe is tied to heat. Sho connects to Adolla to steal the heat from the universe around him. By cooling the universe to absolute zero, he stops the expansion of time. He isn't moving fast, he's forcing the universe to stand still. Or, look at Shinra's Adolla burst. When he links with the Evangelist, he breaks down his body into particles moving faster than the speed of light. According to Einstein, matter cannot travel at light speed, but Shinra ignores Einstein. Gen 4 isn't about fire anymore. It's about belief. They warp reality because Adolla is a world of perception. If they believe they are light, they become light. So, the hierarchy is clear. Gen 1 is the fuel, Gen 2 controls the chemistry, Gen 3 provides the propulsion, and Gen 4 rewrites the physics. Fire Force starts out as a story about firefighters, but it ends as a story about quantum mechanics and the power of human thought. Which generation would you want to be? Do you want the control of a Gen 2 or the raw power of a Gen 3? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe to the Manga Chronicle for more breakdowns of the science behind the shonen.